Hey guys, Tony the Collector here. To my right is Daquwan, and to my left is Keyshawn. These are my anime experts, and I got Shy Guy out there. Shout out, Shy Guy. Yeah. All right, and Shy Guy is gonna make comments when he feels like. And these two are anime experts. That I am the opposite. I am an anime novice, and I just remember watching Dragon Ball Z since I was a little kid. And I just got into My Hero, which is fucking awesome. And yeah, so we're just gonna talk pops and everything like that.
You know who needs some screen time? Gang Orca.
Yo, he is dope, bro.
He is dope.
What was that? The license exam?
When
that
he
was
was a
dope scene, bro.
Bro, he is lit. He is lit. I would like to see him fight Chimera from that movie.
What's his power again?
He's power of Orca, so he's like Sonic thing and destruction and all this things
He
crazy.
could have been a whale and just had a different power. I'm sorry.
Now you know who I think has the most potential out of everybody, who's like basically in 1A. I think that's Sue.
Yeah,
I love Sue, bro.
I think she has the most potential.
I agree.
Because if her quirk evolves, it can basically take upon any other frog. And frogs have a bunch of different abilities. There's so many different frogs.
She probably could poison people.
I was just about to say she can
Just
neurotoxin.
poison and stuff.
Camouflage.
She's doing the camouflage, right? Yeah.
That apparently that tongue string she got is ridiculous. She can throw people around. She can live
What that
without
mouth
it.
do?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Overall, I mean, what's the nurse's name? The smoochy chick.
I don't remember her name.
But
I'm sure
yeah, I
she-
know who I'm talking about.
Right.
She even said that she has the potential to be a great hero and her own leader at that, and she does. She really does that. Everybody in 1A, it would be her. I was trying to give some credit to Minato, but he proved to me Minato,
Mineta.
whatever.
What? Mineta's the one with the balls?
Yeah.
Yo, he's
Little pervert.
funny, bro.
He's my
I-
favorite.
I think he's great for comic relief.
Yeah,
That's why he's there.
I think
But
it was you that I had the conversation with about him either being a sidekick or a main hero.
no, he could be a main hero once he's like.
No, they already debunked that. That
Best
movie,
dorm buddy ever.
that movie made him a sidekick.
He is not.
No, he's gonna be a sidekick because like that's what he's suited for. But he could be a hero himself.
I was giving him that. He could be a hero after I seen
Like-
the movie. And he was pulling out his scalp. I'm like,
Bro, his scalp was bleeding, bro. He
Bro,
was
I
still
didn't-
going. I respect that. I'll put
Well, I
respect
mean,
on that.
that's what I mean. He's still training, right? At a point, he's going to be a point where that won't happen anymore, right? Supposedly.
oh.
So, I mean,
Can we talk about Tokoyami and that tail beast he got?
Oh, you
That's
don't want
what
to
that
talk
is.
about your favorite, the canyons? No, you don't want to talk about her? All right, let's talk about Tokyo.
Tokoyami. If he should be a Batman, like he should only fight at night. Like just come out at night. He'll be a great hero.
The reason why they have him training in the light is because he can't control it. And we
I
see.
know. I'm saying once he learns his control, he'll be perfect as a Batman.
Oh, yeah.
I think he'd be the
Shadow
perfect
drawback.
Batman. Just come out at night, just beat everybody up, or you could just live in Gotham because it's always nighttime there.
But he also got to cut off his friends if that's the case. You see how he get with his friends around. When she got hurt, he started bugging out. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, so he can't be a Batman with all the Robins. He just got to be Batman by himself.
Yeah, because he's another one that has a lot of potential in 1A.
Right.
He really does. Especially at night. Like, that's where he
Well-
really shines, no pun intended.
again, yeah. But, again, he has a definite weakness, which would be anybody who has fire.
Or anybody who can generate light.
Yeah, light, fire, anything like that.
Unless if he
So,
don't get destroyed before he annihilates.
Oh, yeah, that is true.
I don't know, but
Because that cloak at night is
just the
a
one obvious weakness makes him just that little default. Other than that, yeah, he's fucking awesome. He's like, that's his kryptonite, obviously, the fire, right?
I mean, his
But,
thing,
like,
his thing should be like stealth. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
you shouldn't have the chance to fight him back. It
Yeah.
should be like you come out the darkness, he attacks you real quick, and it's over. That's how it should be.
Definitely.
Like Batman. That's what he
said
does.
just get beat up in the night.
That's what Batman does. Batman don't just walk up to like, all right, so we gonna scuffle. Like no, it's just like come out in the darkness. You ain't gonna see me coming. I'm gonna one shot you, and then I'm gonna keep moving. That's how he should be.
Okay, I can see that. I'll definitely be down for that. I mean, as I say, he's a great character. He has a lot of potential. It's just he can't do nothing in the light, and that's usually where they're throwing him into battle in the light.
I mean, he ain't got a choice. He goes to school.
I mean, night school.
You got that?
I'm about to say this night school for a reason.
And now Canon Girl, Momo.
Momo.
I ain't got
The reason why I call her Canon.
Why is she Momo? Like, what Japanese name? Like, this is really like
I don't know.
Momo.
The reason why we call her Cannon Girl though, because all she seems to want to use in a fight is cannon.
Why do they got come out her titties like that, bro? Like,
bro, why does that only thing she
like
use?
why couldn't like the stomach like there's enough space here? Literally has to be this.
Right, she already got lipids and tits.
Yeah,
Maybe.
the boob fat.
But yes, she is another character whose power
is overpowered as
yes. Instead, she just the cannon.
Just cannons all the time. Even in the movie, just a cannon. It's like an axe, something, sword. No,
you can make anything. What about nuclear warhead, bro?
She'll literally use her power to build anything when it's like coming to fix a bike, change your refrigerator,
as soon as it's time for
go grocery shopping.
Cannon. I got you right here. Cannon. Oh well, the enemy, he's very strong against projectiles.
Cannon.
Bigger cannon. You know what I'm saying?
Well, my thing is like, so she can build anything that she knows how it works, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why are you working on building the course when you should be reading schematics and shit, bro?
Right.
Am I right? Thank you.
You know who would be a good partner with her? I can't think of her name, but it's homegirl. It's the engineer who has a big crush on Daquwan.
Damn.
Come on,
the girl who made your suit.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's her name? Asuki? No.
Or she was feeling up on Deku.
Yes.
Her name.
Pink hair.
She would be perfect for her.
Yeah, that would be a perfect.
She would have blueprints all over the place out the ass that she can just read.
Oh yeah, that's
so she's
true.
not just sitting here being a dumbass using a cannon.
Yes. My thing is
like
it's just like with all of that, like you could literally be anything you want. You can be stabbed.
Anything.
And this is my issue with this. And this is based off of him. My issue with this is I have a character in one of his RPs that is based pretty much on her power. I am an alchemist who can build anything, use anything, but I have to know how it works and the chemical breakdown of it. I was not building cannons.
She could honestly be a weapon master. She would be a very good like frontliner because she can create anything. You know what I'm saying? Like rush in, get a shield, have a sword, switch it, turn it into a staff, just a great frontliner. But all she want to do is make cannons.
And it's bad because literally I went from building walls and shields to literally leveling a place in his RP just for our partner to ruin the rest of the plan. We ain't gonna speak about that. But if, as a person who has the ability to create anything, if you're limited to just projectile-based weapons, you're not gonna make it far as zero.
Right.
No.
Like, even in like Endeavor, for example, he can make projectiles, but I'm pretty sure if he want to punch you with a fire gauntlet, he's gonna punch you with a fire gauntlet.
And this is before her like quirk even evolves, and it's still this crazy. So imagine when it does evolve, it's gonna be insane.
Well, what do you think it could evolve to, though?
I don't know.
Like, what can you expand? Because you would have to expand upon it, right? So, like, what can you expand? Like, what could she do further?
I don't know. Maybe the lipids are twice as strong or something. I don't know.
Yeah, other than being able to produce more,
right?
I don't see it being her doing something else. You know
maybe she'll be able to create things out of other things.
Or no, that would technically be overhaul, but in the sense of maybe if she's running low on like energy or lipids, she could absorb something. She could like break
absorb
it
it through her skin.
Yeah. Absorb it and then
I feel like that would be. But then I feel like they would be like, oh no, that's kind of like overhaul, recreating and destroying something.
Yeah. No, not really. I mean, that would just give her a good or an infinite energy.
She would have to absorb it like she builds it. Like overhaul literally at a snap does it instantly. She has to develop. It takes a minute or two.
And then I feel like to limit that so it's not OP, like if it's, for example, one of her favorites, the giant cannon, it would take longer for her to break that down. Mm-hmm. Or if it's like a boulder or something, it would take a while. But if it's like a stop sign or something, take a couple of minutes, you won't get a lot of energy back from that, but you'll get something to keep you going in battle.
Right.
But right now...
What about Tokoyami? What do you think his evolve will be? That his beast could turn into its own person?
That would be crazy.
Like a doppelganger?
Like a separate...
Yeah, like a
shadow clone, basically.
But then what does he do?
I mean, he still can use it, but it also can fight on its own, like a stand.
I like that. I
think that would be pretty interesting. I mean, until nighttime comes, and then it goes berserk. luck.
That's bad.
Now you fighting Batman and Spawn. What's going on?
Well, okay, I got Bakugo right here.
Oh, the main man.
Glycerin sweat looking.
Bakugo is my favorite character.
Bakugo
is my favorite hero. My favorite villain is wow, why can't I remember his name? No, that's your favorite.
Describe him.
He uses fire, blue fire.
Oh, Dabi.
I don't know how his name slipped my mind, but that's my favorite villain.
He's cool.
I pretty much like everybody, so other than like Sis and all them other weird villains that aren't really villains, pretty much the League of Villains for me is just great. Like I feel like
I agree.
We haven't seen a band of villains together that's been that good.
Oh no, definitely not.
Yeah.
So to see them all like Toga
twice, I like Twice.
That's like calling him double. I don't know why, but yeah, Twice is great.
Same shit.
So I like his story.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the interaction, like the
I don't know, but it's something about
his
him
quirk
that
is so ridiculous. His quirk is overpowered as hell.
How?
Like
he can make copies.
Personality disorder, though.
He can make copies of somebody, and that basically like so. I'm going off of when they attacked the training camp when he used Dabi, right?
Mm-hmm.
Basically, Dabi did what he did, and then melted away after you got attacked. So basically, he's creating an entity as itself that can do its own
would
thing.
He be White Zetsu in a sense?
No.
I mean,
White Zetsu doesn't copy people; it just can create clones of itself. Twice can actually create a clone of you.
Yes, that's what I mean.
And it's even worse now because it evolved, so he can create a clone of you that has your quirk at full power.
That, and I feel like it's not a simple clone like you tell it to do and it does something. Right. It really thinks for itself.
Oh, and it can clone itself.
You enact itself.
Yeah, it can clone itself too. Yeah, it's very bad.
He's really powerful character.
In the manga, he's ridiculous.
And then
that's what I was saying. Like, why the villains have like these crazy numbers because of simply him and Nomu. Because he can make clones basically infinitely of anybody. So they're waiting for Shigaraki to become like this all-for-one being, and then he's just gonna clone him. And that's a problem. Like 5 Shigarakis or 5 all-for-ones, like that's ridiculous.
Because they do the same output until you put the damage on them. Then they wear off.
You know what would be crazy? Because Toga can technically do the same thing.
No, but that's herself though.
Yeah. Yes, but if you let me finish, make multiple clones of Toga as well, and then if his clones can make clones, and then she can turn into other people as well. But
she only can do that to use your blood.
Yeah,
she would have to have your blood. But
it ain't.
Essentially,
it ain't hard for her or Steen to get blood.
No, again,
I mean, unless somebody's just better than you and stronger than you.
True.
It's kind of hard.
But she's kind of what you want Tokoyami to be. Like, she's more of the stealth approach. Like, she can get rowdy, but she's more of a observe and see how things are going on, or do her own.
I mean, versus kids, it works. But if she fights like a real hero, she's gonna get destroyed. You're gonna destroy her.
True.
All right, we're getting off topic though, because I like how we were talking about Bakugo and we went straight to villains.
Bakugo. Because Bakugo is a villain.
No, he's not. And I love that. And I love that when they captured him, that whole scene when he was explaining to the press that the villains were sadly fucking mistaken, that they really don't get, like, he seems like a fucking villain, but nah, he's just really fucking hyped. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Like, they made a real mistake, and which is true, because he really wants to be a hero. Yeah, he's a dick. He's gonna probably turn out like Endeavor, but
he's like a mini version of
you know what I mean? Like, on the real though, like, he's probably.
I think it makes the most sense for Endeavor to train him.
I don't think he's an asshole. Like he won't.
I don't think he'll take it to that.
Flick somebody's book because they're asking for autograph. He'll be like, you know what? Get out my way. I don't want to deal with you. But Endeavor literally flicked the fucking thing. I don't think he would do that. He's not a complete dick. He's an asshole. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
This is the only.
He's only like that to Bill.
And I know that because I'm like that.
This is the only respect I'll give to Bakugo because I can't stand Bakugo. He's another one of those
cocky.
Yes.
He's basically Vegeta. Done.
Yes.
But he is the shit though, and I can't blame because again I'm like that. If you're the shit, that's not cocky, bro.
Right.
That's cocky.
That's you being
exactly.
you.
Exactly.
That's not cocky.
Exactly.
I know I'm the best. Not my fault. You suck.
Think about it. If Midoriya wasn't there, he would be undisputedly the best.
So hold on. He technically would have been dead if he wasn't for Midoriya, because literally the first villain that caught him, you have the power to explode. And you tell me a bunch of goo stopped you and you can't explode him?
But you just had to wait for it.
I mean, he tried, and it didn't work.
He was drowning.
It didn't work though. He tried.
You gotta wait for it, bro. Bakugo always has the big comeback.
I was waiting for it, and it looked like he was
just like in the movie when he was getting wrapped up with that zombie dude. You thought it was over for him, but it wasn't.
No, I knew that zombie dude was trash. The first villain that they put up to fight is usually the worst.
But he wasn't even that bad. He was actually pretty interesting. But back to Bakugo. Bakugo is great. Bakugo has every characteristic it takes to be a villain. He understands. I mean, not a villain, a hero.
You're right.
He understands what it takes to be a hero. He does have his own sense of righteousness.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's not a slouch. Like he's not lazy. He's not an underachiever. He knows how to fight with and without his quirk. I'll put all the respect on Bakugo's name.
So
I think he's a Deku's equal. Like they're really gonna be partners. Like not like everyday partners, but like
they've explained that. Well, since you didn't see the second movie, they do touch a little bit more on that in that movie. But
yeah,
I do. So I don't completely have Bakugo as a character. I don't because as you said, he does have his own style, and yes, he can fight with or without his quirk, and he seems to be the only person so far who can do that. He don't care if you take his glove off, his shoe off. He gonna put some hurt in, and I respect him for that. It's just
and he don't mind killing.
At point, I feel like at points he's more childish than being himself.
I think that's more short tempered.
And okay,
yeah, I agree.
But I do appreciate the moments where he knows he has to get serious.
Mm-hmm.
And even when it's to Deku, like he won't just be like, "Shut up, Deku," or blah blah. Like he'll actually communicate. And as I said, they touch more of that in the second movie. So I do appreciate that about him. It's just he needs to go blow up somewhere else.
What does that even mean?
Because I feel like it's like he has that mentality of endeavor where he feels like he kind of is unstoppable, but at the same time,
But he's not.
Yes, at the same time, he knows he's not. And this is my man. If you stop sweating, you're done. Like if at any point it gets too cold for him, it's over. Like he's
gonna work up a better sweat.
That's true. That is true. If you can't sweat, what do you do?
Yeah, because his power is based off his sweat, which is his glycerin.
He's gonna find a way.
Nitro-glycerin.
He's gonna find a way.
He about to go jump into the sauna or something.
I mean, think about it. Somehow he still uses quirk in the beginning of a fight, so he knows a way to sweat somehow, some way.
Keep his hands in his pocket. Like,
I mean, that would be a cool concept.
Yeah,
Though. Like, he doesn't actually start exploding until he like works up a sweat mid fight. So that'd be pretty interesting.
Like, got those hand heater packets in his
something like I don't know. I think that'd be pretty interesting. It's just like hand to hand combat until he works up a sweat and then he starts to exploding. I think that'd be a much interesting, more
that would have been a logical,
yeah,
and realistic approach to it.
Like he learned like a martial arts or something, and he like works up the sweat. That'd be very, very cool as a concept. But I know he's not gonna fight like that. But I like the way he fights. I personally,
the way he uses his quirk.
He reminds me of Suna.
It's not just okay. I can explode, so boom. Like my man shooting out fire grenades and all this extra. I'm like, bro, he just turned the grenade blast into a Gatling gun.
Oh, that AP shot, yo, that was insane.
What is this man doing? And I feel like didn't he do something where he flicked and like shot something off, or was that just Deku? Because I feel like he did that with his quirk. Like he went like that and shot like a spark or something.
Oh yeah, it was like a direct shot, right? It was like specific. Like, it was very narrow.
If we don't consider this man a tactician or at least a strategist, this man is.
Oh, he definitely is.
He's like a miniature Endeavor without like the complete douchebagginess.
He's about to have a good arc too.
But he's like
because his mentor got kidnapped.
He has like the mindset of Shikamaru in a sense. Like he's extremely smart on the battlefield. Like he's a battle genius. And then to see him progress further, I think he's gonna be.
I just feel like again, I referencing other shows, Avatar. I feel like he's Zuko. Like
I can see that.
Yeah.
You know, story wise,
he's just missing Todoroki's other half of his face.
You know what I mean? Like, and again, Aang was avid.
I'm waiting for something big to happen with Todoroki. He's just kind of there.
Well, that brings up our next one. This is from
we just a bag
from our what is this? The GameStop My Hero.
Oh yeah.
Mystery box. Yeah. So this is a really cool pin of Todoroki. And so Todoroki, who wants to start on Todoroki?
I don't understand how his power is going to get any stronger.
It's not.
He's gonna use it at the same time. Both.
That's pointless.
No. Has he? No.
That's pointless though. What
He only
did it ice you and then burn you? Like
he only did it when Orca made him go down, and the only reason he was allowed to do that was because he couldn't move his body. Period. So he was able to use his brain, whatever, to allow both things go at the same time.
But that's what I'm saying. Besides that, what's his next step?
If he's not using
that would be it, though. That would be it, and to the greater strength of the durability. So, like how they were saying how he could only do so much ice and so much fire at a certain point, right? It would be durability. It would be the same, how much more can you do? Same thing like Momo. How much more can she generate at one time?
I feel like
he
yes,
have
it's
no
very
way to
boring.
like
I feel
mix
like his
it or
first
something?
step would
Then you get water, bro.
I feel like his
That's
first
it.
step should be cryogenics. His only way right now of really doing damage would be to extremely freeze somebody to a point where like you can't do anything, to heat them up to an extreme like supernova temperature and then cool them off. Because right now, his normal ice freezing people and they just step out of it. You pretty much right now a snow cone maker. And then if they need summertime early, you shoot some fire in the air and heat up the place.
Well, his whole thing is supposed to be like the whole point of Endeavor creating him was supposed to be that he could use Endeavor's firepower but have basically no limit. Because he'd be able to cool his body down but basically shooting out extreme temperatures of fire.
I never thought about that.
That's the whole point of like Todoroki. That's what Endeavor was talking about. He's like, my only flaw is that I'm limited because if I get too high, I'll overheat.
I did not know that.
He needs to be more effective. I mean, his mom was more effective against him, and she threw water on him.
Water.
Because for him to be a mixture of his mom and his dad, and still not have a sense of how to use your powers, one, because you don't like your dad, so you're like, oh, I'm not going to use my fire side. Okay, so you're limiting yourself. So yeah, you're better with your ice now, but if the person is ice, what are you going to use? Your fire, and then you're going to shoot some small flame? I'm like, is that really all you got? Like, oh, I don't like using my fire. Well, you must like dying, because that's what's going to happen next.
Well, I'm pretty sure he's going to learn control of both sides, but then what? That's just it.
That's it. That's
Turn
it.
the
It's
steam.
just both.
I mean, clearly, just fire was enough to make it to rank 2 and rank 1, so I guess it's fine. But I just wish somehow he could like mix them to use something else. I don't know, like steam or something. I don't know.
I mean,
I just want more creativity in his
what would
powers.
be cool is if he could start making astronauts out of his powers.
Like a golem of fire
Yeah,
or an ice golem. That'd be pretty interesting.
because I mean, right now,
That's a
he
stretch.
literally does the same thing in every fight. Ice wall, skate around, get smacked up.
Or big iceberg.
Okay, ice not working, firewall now, skate around, get smacked up. I need help. To be honest, for your dad to be number 2 going into number 1, you look bad.
I still don't understand why Minetta's in 1A. Like, I don't get it.
I think
Him and the invisible girl, like, how'd she even get here?
Snuck
Don't you
in.
have to, like, beat robots and crazy stuff? What was she
snuck
doing?
in.
that's true. Like,
How did she get here?
well, how did she defeat the robots? You had the only way to get into the 1A was that one test with the robots. Right. That was the
I don't think you had to
main
beat
test.
the robots. I think it was 2 things you had to do. It was one or the other to build points.
You had to save either someone or you had to destroy a robot that had a valuable point.
Yeah, because Deku literally was like getting washed.
So who did she save to get enough points to get into 1A?
Find out she saved All Might.
Right, for real.
No, I don't think you had to save anybody. I really think it was
you
just.
had to either.
I really don't think it was saving.
Because you got to remember, Deku
Who you
destroyed
saving?
Robot and he had 0
Who you
points.
saving? There's only
And he
robots
saved-
there.
he
and
saved-
it's
No, there was
Raka.
people there.
No.
In the beginning, when the robots started attacking, literally the town started screaming and fleeing.
No, bro. That was the students in the made-up town.
Well, yeah, those were the people they had to save.
And he saved the
It was
Raka,
either destroy the
and then
robots
she
or
split
save
her
them.
points with him.
Nah,
So
bro.
what
You
the hell
guys
was
are
she
like
doing?
making shit up right now.
No,
because-
I'm so
I'm
serious.
dead.
It's just robots.
Yeah, but it was-
And then-
That would be hilarious. It was on right at the
I'm
moment.
telling you, bro. It was just robots, and the big one was 0 points, and you had 1, 2, and 3, and there was just students on the ground, and Deku saved
Uraka.
Uraka, right?
Mhm.
But that had nothing
But
to do
he
with the
had
point
0
system.
points.
No. That had nothing to do with the point system,
No, because
right?
that's how he got in. He saved her.
Hold on, I'm getting to that. So that has nothing to do with the point system. That was the test, the point system, right?
Mm-hmm.
They didn't tell the students that there was an extra factor based on the teacher saying, okay, yeah, you have an extra factor. But the test alone was just kill the robots, beat the robots.
The test was great.
Either way, what the fuck did the Invisible Girl do?
She doesn't
to
do
get
anything.
accepted.
She doesn't fight. She doesn't do anything. So
Maybe
what?
she touched a robot.
Just like Mineta. I'm pretty sure Mineta didn't beat none of them robots. So
I think I can see Mineta beating the robots though. Incapacitating a robot with your sticky balls is still beating them.
If he could.
And that's why he's in the hero class, because he can incapacitate.
But you mean to tell me that Kaminari, Shinzo kind of got cut because of his ability, but
again, incapacitation goes a long way, and I feel like
the dude who responds and he mind control, like that is ridiculous. That's an OP power. If you respond, he basically mind controls you. It's over. That's game.
No, it is an OP power, but again, you have
you say hey, it's over. Like that's it. And now he has like a thing on that basically allows him to change his voice. So you have a teammate, he can sit here and call out to you in his teammate's voice, and you answer, and now you're mind control.
So again,
it's ridiculous.
Look at it this way, though. It's a world of heroes where you have to be in the spotlight, right? Mm-hmm. He would make an awful hero because everybody knows what the fuck he does. So every villain would know. If I was a villain, I'd literally duct tape my fucking mouth if I knew I gotta fight. You feel me?
I mean,
that's why he's not going to be a great overall hero, number one hero. Like, you know what I'm saying in this ranking, because he will be at a disadvantage over the other guys, right? Because look at Eraserhead. Yeah, it's Eraserhead. I know your power, but he still can use it on me, right? Other than me not being around him, which is defeats the same. It's pretty much the same purpose, right?
I mean, think about it though. With Shinzo, it actually does make sense because it's just like Batman. Like, imagine you're sitting here, like you're making plans or whatever, right? Your partner's like, "Hey, look at this," and you look. Now you're mind control. You don't gotta see him. You just have to hear or respond.
So yeah, because technically,
I get that.
Not to mention, he was supposed to be learning how to like throw his voice, so that's perfect. Like, you don't gotta see him. You don't know what throwing your voice is.
No,
it's basically what like ventriloquists do to make it sound like this coming from the dummy. You can throw your voice. It's an actual thing. So yeah, he's supposed to learn how to throw his voice. So even if he's like super far, it'll sound really close. So I mean, he has ways to make it work. Even if you know like he's coming, which most people don't know who's coming.
So it's not literally you having to say something. It's any response. Like
any response.
So if he says something, you look towards him. That's a response.
Yes.
So that's okay.
That's OP.
It is ridiculous.
I'm about to say if it's just you have to say something.
In the show, they make it seem like you have to say something. You have to respond. Yeah. You have to respond.
Yeah.
But I guess, that is a response, though. If you're, like, looking to him, that is a response.
Turn my back and look, but,
so, all right. So, we got that. Any other students? Oh, I like Ida. He's one of my favorite characters.
Stuck up.
Is it Ida? What's his name?
Tenya Ida.
Tenya Ida. Reciproverse. What do you call it? What do you call him? Ingenium.
Yeah,
well, he changed his name.
I thought he took his brother's name.
His brother's name was
Ingenium, right?
Damn.
Yeah.
I think it was something like that. Yeah, but I know he's sure.
It's Ingenium.
That's what he goes
Reciproverse was his move.
Yeah.
Right? Ingenium is his brother's name, which he took.
Yeah. The one who's getting washed by Sting.
Yeah.
You know, he's not a bad person.
I don't, like, hero-wise, I don't care. I like him when he's a student and, like, his, like, demeanor and everything. I just, like, really like it.
Very studious.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite characters.
I like him and the dude who used Wind. I think they're like super undeveloped.
Oh yeah,
they don't get enough screen time. I think the Wind dude is super powerful.
The guy from the old school.
Yeah, who doesn't like Endeavor.
Yeah, he's funny. I still don't like you, but when he was like,
but we're gonna be friends one day, and it's like, what?
I'll see you at this training camp. I still don't like you.
He's amazing. He's an amazing fighter. His power is great.
See, this would have been perfect if you would have bought Kirishima.
Kirishima's Red Riot, right? Yeah, Red Riot.
Because
his
development.
I still understand.
Well, I like him and I like Fat Gum.
Yes.
Fat Gum's freaking awesome.
I don't understand how there's like a clone of Kirishima in 1B. Like, his power is basically the same as your power. Why is he in 1B and you're in 1A?
Because
I think his name is like Toku, something like that.
He taking the time to actually He was the same. We only seen Homeboy in that one time, and he lost to Kirishima.
And again, I think his metal fatigue is a lot faster than his rock fatigue. Like, you could wear his metal down faster than you could wear his rock down.
Maybe.
That's what from the show. What I got. Like, that's why I felt. That's why he was the weaker one. Right. And again, what class you went to was all dependent on that one fucking exam. And they said it themselves. Just because you were in 1B doesn't mean you couldn't be in 1A. It was just the way shit felt.
That sucks. That's such a bad. That's such a bad way of testing.
No, but that's life though. NBA, NFL, all that. It's the same shit, bro. You could be really fucking great, but at the end of the day, there's only 10 people on that fucking team.
Right.
If 1 million people are gonna try for it, come on, bro. Somebody's gonna be upset.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you could be this close, but still, that wasn't. You know what I mean? Or you could be exactly the same as that motherfucker, but for whatever reason, that lucky bastard got it. You know what I mean?
And now we got Mineta and Invisigirl, who don't do shit. She does nothing. She does nothing.
Oh, well, I think she developed it now. She does this glare thing where now it's just the opposite. Like how she's invisible. Mm-hmm. She does this glare and it blinds everybody.
Yeah, they were saying how they think her quirk has something to do with like mirrors and stuff like that.
Yeah, light refraction.
Yeah. That would be dope, actually. So there's so much you can do with that.
Yeah, so
flare, I'm with it.
No, that's not what I meant. I'm going based off of Black Clover. Can't think of his name, but
Lick?
No, but he actually did turn into an elf during that time period.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
His sister is married.
He's from the lightning dude.
No, the mirror dude. He's on the Black Bulls. Not.
We're talking about the same show?
No.
Okay, thank God. I was like, I missed a couple episodes.
I think his name is Grouch. He always has like the.
Is he in the can?
No.
Sesame Street?
No.
Fucking Mario.
I just know he has like a weird fascination with his little sister, and he doesn't let nobody like. You know how?
Yeah, both our face dropped at the same time.
If her power is based off of light refraction, if they do it kind of how they did his, he has so much potential. One, he has a mirror in his eye, which is kind of OP. Two, his magic is based off of mirrors and refracting, and taking away light.
Well, I think the whole point is that her body just kind of reflects light. I don't think she can actually like make mirrors and like this thing.
No,
that wouldn't make sense. Why is her body? Why would her quirk just be to?
Because then apparently to become invisible, you have to like you have to let light pass through.
Yeah. So I forget what it takes, but in order to be clear,
I believe you have to absorb all colors of light.
Yeah, something like that. So maybe her cells absorb whatever, right? And then again, she developed the power so she can blind people. So maybe now she's able to reflect it or whatever.
Okay.
Right? Again, we don't know how.
Well, I mean, we've thrown them in the can. I'm throwing Sparkly Belly in the can too, because he doo-doo.
Sparkly Belly?
Yes. The guy who's always like smart.
Oh, naval
yes.
guy? Oh, fuck, what's his name?
He's great.
What?
Bro, he's basically
he's a good character.
He's basically Havoc from X-Men.
Yeah, he is
true. Who died?
Well, yeah, and didn't die. But
yeah, technically, yeah. But okay, yeah, so he's Havoc. If he wasn't so sissy, maybe you would like him more. I think that's what it is.
But he's hilarious.
Yeah, he is a great character.
And the beam comes out. Oh, he's great. And in that movie, he had the greatest spotlight too.
I thought it was funny that episode. I don't even remember that episode where he's like stalking Midoriya, and he left like this fucking sushi thing outside. Like that was funny, bro. He's just so weird.
I think he's a good character.
And creepy.
No,
yeah,
he's a good character.
he is.
Just his power is dookie.
He literally has the same power as Havoc. Res green.
Havoc must be dookie. And the Havoc shoots sound though. He doesn't do like.
He can shoot like he shoots the same laser beams that Cyclops.
Yeah, it's the red.
That red energy.
The sound guy you're talking about is
because there's a guy who wears his power is to shoot.
Yeah,
sound,
I know.
He wears a belt.
Havoc is Cyclops' brother.
They were in the same movie.
Because doesn't he have Havoc has the wing glider?
Does that mean?
No,
yes,
wait. You're thinking of the dude where he was screaming and like he could float after.
That's Banshee.
You're talking about.
Oh, that is Banshee.
That's Banshee.
You're talking about something else, bro.
Okay, my bad. You're right. Havoc. Did they show Havoc in the old X-Men cartoon? He had the white hair.
Yeah, and he literally shoots out lasers like the same way they did in the movies.
He died.
Whatever. He didn't die. He got trapped in
did.
time or something, right? Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. He fights.
Might as well
Cyclops.
be dead. I would rather be dead than trapped.
Just completely off topic.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever. No, I feel like it's not though, because this is what My Hero is. And My Hero, I think that X-Men is the best equivalent. Because people's like, explain the show to me. Like, I had a customer come into my store, and she's like, my husband watched the show. Can you explain it to me? I'm like, you know what? The best way to explain it is like, this is basically X-Men, but they don't say it's genetic. I mean, they do, but it's like, they don't say it's a mutation. They call it a quirk. You know what I mean? And they really made it more Superman comic-y, Batman comic-y type, but it's still essentially X-Men.
That's what I love about My Hero, because it has so much potential to be something equivalent to like Marvel and DC.
Oh, for sure.
Because imagine if they take it and they have like alternate universes and stuff like that. They can take it to crazy.
This is like a comic book anime, not just anime.
Right.
You're right. That's just...
They can take it any way they want. Like imagine an evil Deku in an alternate universe coming. Yeah. That would be amazing. You know what I'm saying? So they can take it any way they want, and that's the greatest part about it is that they have references because there's already like comics out that has so much material. You know what I'm saying? So they can easily just, okay, oh, this is a cool idea. Let me take this idea and let me revamp it to my own way. It's perfect for it.
Now, I don't know about the manga, but I know the TV show, especially like, I think it was third, fourth season, you can tell in the intro and stuff, they pay homage to like Street Fighter, Dragon Ball Z and stuff like that. I think a couple of characters, like, I really think All Might, the Weakened State is really like based on a Goku Super Saiyan kind of,
because of the way
look, looks, animation, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I really think this creator really pays homage. I really don't think he's trying to do his own thing. More so, he's trying to do his own thing with other things he loves.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's why I just got that feel from it. And yeah, I see a lot of things that I know. I think you guys would see more because it's more into anime than I would. But like, I feel like that's where this writer's going.
Yeah, I feel like the potential of My Hero is limitless.
I feel like probably saying this backwards because I don't know if your anime verse, if you thought about that before My Hero became a big thing, but I feel like that's essentially kind of the sense of the same route. You pay a lot of homage to other anime and then allow people to do what they want with that. And I think that's a pretty good idea, and I think that's the same thing like I was saying, that's what My Hero is doing as well. Yes, they can go in a lot larger scale with things. That Evil Deku thing does sound lit. I really would enjoy that. It's just that gets confusing. Like, trying to keep up with the timeline is very hard.
They haven't touched timeline or multiverse.
Right.
And I don't think they will. Because
I hope they do.
Takes another level. Because then now it plays into what if one person has that quirk? Does that person control all time? It really takes another step. You know what I mean?
I mean,
now you're saying.
I mean, I'm pretty sure
it's one of two ways.
I'm pretty sure they can offset it.
It's one of two ways you're gonna go about it. It's someone has the quirk, or they invent a machine that has that does it, right? And I really, it would be fucking phenomenal, but I don't think they're gonna go that way.
I don't think
just
so either.
Because that's too much. Because then it now becomes about that one character, especially if it's a quirk. He really has the power.
I mean, I don't know, because they can offset it. Like, okay, depending on how far you travel in time, or depending on the distance that you go, like if you're in a different dimension.
And do you affect it? Does it
affect how much you can use it? So like, depending on the distance, that'll be how long you have to wait. So if it's like, 60 light years, you have to wait, 60 days or something like that. They can offset it so it's not overpowered. But I think it would be super interesting just seeing like an evil Deku and kind of using like All for One or even One for All. That would be really interesting. Just the dynamics of different characters, like seeing a different, more evil Bakugo or seeing a more evil Kirishima. It'll be very, very interesting. Maybe like a Kirishima who doesn't use fire and ice. Maybe he uses something else. I said Kirishima, didn't I? Maybe he Todoroki. My bad. Maybe Todoroki doesn't use fire and ice. Maybe Todoroki uses like lightning and gas or something different. Just a different combination. I think that would be super interesting, but I highly doubt they're gonna go that way as well.
I think you should do your own fucking comic right now. Like that. Seriously.